Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning with a heavy, suffocating weight sitting right on your chest? It is that familiar, nagging ache that does not come from a physical injury, but from something much more invisible and invasive. You might tell yourself it is just the natural wear and tear of getting older, or perhaps just a side effect of a long day. But deep down, you know the truth. It is the silent hum of financial anxiety, a constant state of high alert that your body was never designed to handle for years on end. In this year of 2026, with everything moving at a lightning pace and prices feeling so unpredictable, that weight can feel heavier than ever before. Every time you see a flashing news headline about inflation, or look at a credit card statement with a 22% interest rate, your body releases a surge of cortisol. This stress hormone was meant to help our ancient ancestors run away from predators in the wild, not to help us manage a retirement portfolio in a digital age. When your cortisol levels stay high because you are worried about money, it acts like a slow-moving poison circulating through your entire system. It wears down the strength of your heart, clouds the clarity of your memory, and drains the precious energy you need to enjoy the life you have worked so hard to build. This constant state of survival mode makes it impossible to think about the future, because your brain is convinced that you are under immediate attack. But what if the cure for this modern anxiety was not found in a complex stock market strategy, a risky gamble, or a lucky lottery ticket? What if the secret to a long, healthy life and a stable bank account was hidden in ancient wisdom and tiny, repeatable habits that anyone can master? Today, we are going to explore a different path that connects the physical health of your body with the long-term health of your wallet. If you are ready to reclaim your peace of mind and stop feeling like a helpless victim of a broken system, please take a moment to hit the like button right now. Subscribe to our channel and join a growing community of people who value timeless wisdom over temporary noise and lasting legacy over passing trends. Please leave a comment below sharing one thing that has been weighing on your mind lately, as we are all in this journey together. Let us start by identifying the invisible forces that are quietly draining your life force and your savings right now. Think about the digital subscriptions that quietly pull $10, $15, or $20 from your account every single month without you even noticing the transaction. We call these subscription vampires because they stay hidden in the shadows of your bank statement and slowly bleed your future dry. For many of us over the age of 50, these recurring charges are especially sneaky because they often hide behind the veil of convenience or free trials we forgot to cancel years ago. It is estimated that the average household in 2026 is wasting over $200 every single month on services they no longer use or even remember owning. In a world that thrives on automated payments, your forgetfulness has become a profit center for giant corporations. Now, think about that $200 not as mere paper money or digits on a screen, but as actual hours of your life that you can never get back. Every dollar wasted is a minute of your freedom that has been stolen by a company that does not know your name. When you allow these leaks to continue, you are essentially telling the world that your time, your effort, and your hard work have no real value. There is also a hidden thief in your own home called a phantom load, where electronics draw power even when they are turned off or in standby mode. Your coffee maker, your television, and your computer chargers are all whispering to the power grid, slowly ticking up your monthly bill while you sleep. The Japanese have a beautiful and profound word for this kind of unnecessary waste, and that word is mottainai. It reflects a deep sense of regret when something is used without respect for its true value its origin, or its ultimate purpose. Every time we pay for electricity we did not use, or a streaming service we did not watch, we are practicing the opposite of careful stewardship. But we can begin to fix this today through the philosophy of Kaizen, which simply means continuous improvement through very small, manageable steps. You do not need to overhaul your entire life this afternoon or make a dramatic transformation to see a massive difference in your stress levels. A mountain is moved one stone at a time, and a financial crisis is solved one choice at a time. Start by looking at your credit card debt with a new sense of honesty, especially anything with an annual percentage rate higher than 15%. This kind of high-interest debt is a predator that grows larger and more aggressive the longer you try to ignore its presence. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the total balance and freezing in fear, use the debt avalanche method to regain your sense of power. This means you pay the bare minimum on every bill to stay current, but you throw every extra dollar you can find at the debt with the highest interest rate first. By attacking the most expensive debt first, you are giving yourself an immediate raise in the form of saved interest payments that stay in your pocket. As that debt begins to shrink, your cortisol levels will naturally begin to drop because you are no longer being hunted by a financial monster. The beauty of the Kaizen approach is that it values the power of consistency over the intensity of a one-time effort. If you improve your financial situation or your habits by just 1% every single day, you will be 37 times better off by this time next year. This principle of small, deliberate steps also applies to how we care for our physical bodies and our mental health. When we feel stressed or inadequate about our money, many of us turn to shopping as a temporary way to feel a sense of control. We buy things we do not truly need with money we do not actually have, to impress people we do not even like or know. This is a cycle of consumption that offers no lasting peace and only serves to deepen the cracks in our foundation. But scientific research has proven that spending just 20 minutes in nature can lower your heart rate and reduce your cortisol levels by 16%. Nature does not rush, yet everything is accomplished, and your life can follow that same steady, natural rhythm. They stay active, they stay deeply connected to their neighbors, and they continue to contribute their wisdom to the world around them until their final breath. For you, your ikigai might be teaching a grandchild a forgotten skill, tending to a community garden, or starting a small side project that brings you genuine joy. When you have a strong sense of purpose, you are far less likely to fall into the traps of boredom-based spending or the fog of depression-based neglect. When you know your why, you can endure almost any how, and you can resist the constant pressure to consume more. In this fast-paced modern world of 2026, we are often told that once something is broken, it is worthless and should be thrown away immediately. This disposable mindset applies to our old electronics, our fading relationships, and even our own sense of self-worth after a major financial failure. But the Japanese art of Kintsugi teaches us a much more profound and healing lesson about the beauty of resilience. When a precious piece of pottery breaks, they do not hide the cracks with cheap glue or toss the fragments into the trash. Instead, they carefully repair the fractures with a lacquer mixed with powdered gold, making the mended piece even more beautiful and valuable than the original. The history of the break becomes a part of the beauty, rather than something to be hidden or forgotten. Your past financial mistakes, your missed opportunities, and your deepest struggles are not things to be ashamed of or to hide from the world. They are the fracture lines of your unique life, that can now be filled with the gold of wisdom, grace, and hard-won experience. A person who has survived a financial storm and learned how to rebuild from the ruins is far more capable and compassionate than someone who has never been tested. Your scars are proof that you have lived, that you have fought, and that you have healed. Stop trying to hide your history and start honoring the fact that you are still standing, still learning, and still growing despite everything. As we look toward the rest of 2026 and beyond, remember that real wealth is not measured by the number of things you own or the brand of the car you drive.
Real wealth is the absolute freedom to wake up every single morning and decide how you will spend your time without being held hostage by fear or debt.
It is the quiet ability to look your children and grandchildren in the eye and know that you are a source of strength and wisdom, not a financial burden. You have the inherent power to plug the leaks, silence the vampires, and walk a path of quiet dignity, endurance, and peace. The world around you might feel chaotic and loud, but your inner world can become a sanctuary of order, purpose, and profound stillness. Take just one small step today, whether it is canceling one unused subscription or taking a 10-minute walk outside without your phone. Each small action is a powerful vote for the person you want to become and the lasting legacy you want to leave behind for those you love. If this message resonated with your heart today, please share it with one person you know who might be struggling with their own silent weight. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to help us reach more people who are looking for a path back to peace. Leave a comment below with the words "Tiny Massive" to let me know you are committed to the power of small, intentional changes starting today. I read every single comment, and I am honored to be a part of your journey toward a better life. Thank you for spending this precious time with me and for choosing to invest in your own wisdom and well-being. Stay focused on what matters, stay calm in the face of the storm, and always remember that the true gold is found in the repair. Subscribe now for more deep insights on building a life of purpose, health, and financial peace in these rapidly changing times. I look forward to seeing you in our next conversation as we continue to grow together.